it's Cheryl Alden from Symmetry Pilates Center in Bedford, New Hampshire. And today I'm going to be doing a mat-based Pilates workout with the flexband. So we're going to get started with breathing. I'm going to put the flexband around my ribs. Okay, I'm sitting with my legs crossed, but if this is uncomfortable for you, you could sit with your legs long. You could sit up on a yoga block or a chair. Keep your knees bent a little bit. Anything that's going to be comfortable on the hips and allow your spine to be nice and tall. Palms are going to be up and the band is crossed around my torso. I'm going to breathe in through my nose, feeling the rib cage expanding into the band. And as I exhale through my mouth, you're going to reach the arms kind of a little in front and to the side, so they're not way out to the side. You can still see them in your peripheral vision. And then you're going to inhale, breathe into the band. Exhale, the arms go into that position of scaption as the rib cage recoils down and in. Inhale, breathe wide, not letting your shoulders hike, so keep those relaxed. Exhale. A few more, breathing in through your nose. Think about length through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, reach the arms to the sides. Two more, inhale. Start connecting through that core. Feel the abdominals drawing up. Feel that slight lift of your pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. The ribs slide down as you feel that pelvic floor lifting up. One more time, breathing in. And exhale, reach. So now you're going to inhale, bend the elbows. We're going to go on to our backs, going into hip rolls. Feet are going to be down, knees are bent, and you're just going to place the band right over your pelvic bones, okay? Right in the bend of where your hip meets your pelvis. Arms are going to be on the mat, so give yourself a little bit of slack because we're going to be lifting our hips up. So, and I want your arms to stay down on the mat. Starting in that neutral pelvis, you're going to breathe in. Think length from the crown of your head all the way out through that tailbone. And now as you exhale, use the strength of your abdominals to imprint your spine and then roll the spine off the mat, pressing into the band. Inhale to stay. Think about reaching those kneecaps long away from you. And as you exhale, soften to the chest. Roll through the low back, coming back to your neutral, breathing in. Again, exhale, you're going to use the abdominals to imprint and then the hips to extend up towards the ceiling, coming into that full bridge. Keeping your arms down so your back muscles are working. Inhale to stay. And then exhale, coming all the way back through, imprint to neutral. A couple more. Exhale to imprint, pressing evenly through the feet as you roll up. Breathe in to stay. Stay open through the chest and shoulders, and then exhale, rolling back down. Two more, inhale, and exhale. Breathe in, and just soften through the chest. Feel that spine being placed back onto the floor. One more time, breathing in, and exhale. Trying to keep your thighs parallel to each other as you roll up. Inhale to stay, and keeping them parallel as you roll back down. So now we're going to be going into cat stretch. So placing the band around your upper back. All right, so this is just going to give us a little bit more proprioception as to what those shoulder blades are doing. So you want to have a little tension, okay, because you want to feel the band around your upper back. So I'm going to start in neutral. Think about length from the crown of your head all the way up through that tailbone. My hands are underneath my shoulders. Knees are underneath my hips. Inhale to stay. Now as you exhale, let's start from the bottom. You're going to, again, curl that tailbone towards the floor as you round your spine up towards the ceiling. Think about pressing your body away from your hands and into that band. Inhale, stay. Breathe into those tight spots, and then as you exhale, lift the tailbone, and then lengthen up the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine up towards the ceiling. The head drops. Just let it be heavy. Inhale to stay. Feel that good shoulder blade connection, and then exhale, lift the tailbone back up. Two more, breathe in. Exhale, scoop it round the spine up. Inhale to stay, and then lift that tailbone, and the head is the last thing to come up. One more time, breathing in, getting that nice articulation through the spine, breathing in, and again, start with the tail. Think about going through your mid-back, shoulder blades, and then neck, and finally head. So we're going to go into scapula isolation from here. Okay, so really spread those fingers out, get that good connection. Keep the spine long. Inhale, glide the shoulder blades towards your spine, and then as you exhale, Think about pressing your upper back into the band, but keeping it neutral. I don't want you to round. Inhale, again, the shoulder blades glide towards your spine, and then exhale, press through all 10 fingers as you press away from the floor. Inhale, glide the shoulder blades, and again, exhale. Feel the shoulder blades wrapping around that rib cage. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Keeping the neck long. One more time, breathing in, and out. So now we're just gonna try that in a little bit of a hover, just to increase the intensity a bit, okay? So you're gonna curl the toes under, same exercise as far as the shoulder blades go. You're gonna inhale, and as you exhale, lift the knees to a hover. So now maintain that little lift as you inhale, glide the shoulder blades, and press for 5. Inhale, and exhale. You could always do this sit on your knees as well, and press. Last 2, and press. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lower the knees down. Release the band and just give yourself a little shell stretch, rounding up and over those thighs. From all the way up, we're gonna go into the 100. We're gonna place it around the lower, or the upper shin, I should say. So we're gonna put the band underneath the upper shin, and then you're gonna cross it over, okay? So as we do the 100, we're gonna start with our legs together, and then on the exhale, you're gonna bring the legs out to about shoulder distance, just working those outer thighs a little bit. So I want you to imprint your spine, bring the legs up. Arms are gonna stay long. Inhale as you exhale. Lift that neck and shoulders up. So straight lever pulse with your arms. You're gonna inhale for a count of 5. As you exhale, just open the legs. Inhale, bring them back together. And exhale. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale flows into an exhale, and exhale. Last time like this, and then with the next exhale, we're gonna extend the legs. So inhale, bring the legs together. As you exhale, reach the legs long. Inhale, bend, 2, 3, 4, 5, extend, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend, keeping them together. And reach, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend, 2, 3, 4, 5, extend. One more time, and bend, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reach, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, bend the knees, and lower down. You're gonna cross the band, and we're gonna place it around the feet. So in order to get it nice and secured, place it around the ball of your foot, so your big toe's just kind of hanging out a little bit, and then cross it over your feet. So we're also gonna grab from underneath the band, okay? So your thumb is gonna be facing your head, and just so we don't have to worry about the wrist being flexed too much. So you want a nice strong wrist. So you're gonna roll down, imprint your spine. Both legs are gonna be up towards the ceiling. So we're gonna go into a lower and lift. Keeping the elbows bent, stay here. As you exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So now your upper body stays constant. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the legs only as low as you can maintain the imprint of your spine, and then you're gonna lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. 3 more like this. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, last 2. And lift. Remember, it doesn't have to be very low. You want to make sure you can maintain that stability. Lift and stay, and then lower down. So now your palms are going to be facing down, and I want you to reach the arms out to the side, okay? So now we're going to keep our head down, just getting a little bit more work through the back of the shoulder. So breathe in. Same movement. As you exhale, lower the legs only as low as you can maintain the imprint of your spine, and then lift up. If you start feeling tension in your neck or shoulders, you may want to not let those legs get that low. So you don't want to feel tension through your back. That back is supported through the core. Exhale to lower. Think about allowing the front of the hips to open. Last 2. Exhale. Keeping the shoulder girdle stable. One more time. Exhale. Inhale to bring it up. You're going to uncross the band, bend the knees, grab underneath your legs, and come up to a sitting position. Going into the half roll back. We're going to use the band again. Okay, now again, placing it around your feet. And we're not gonna cross it this time, okay? So sitting up tall, breathe in. As you exhale, you wanna round up and over your thigh. So in this position, you have to keep a little tension on the band or else it'd fall off my feet, okay? So just to keep it secure, keep a little tension on the band so the band doesn't go anywhere. You're gonna breathe in, keeping your spine rounded. As you exhale, think about rolling off your sit bones, going back as far as you can, but keeping your spine rounded. So if you can see, my arms are now kind of reaching forward, and then as I come back up, I'm just gonna reach them wide a little bit, again, just to keep the tension on the band. Exhale to roll back, opening through the front of the hips, and then coming back up and over as you inhale. If you need more assistance going back, you can choke up on the band. So now as you exhale, you'll feel how the abdominals have to engage a little bit more, but as you come up, the tension in the band's gonna assist a bit. 2 more like this. Exhale to roll back, and inhale to come back up. Last time, exhale to roll back, and return. So now we're just gonna add a little arm movement. So you're gonna exhale, roll back like you did. Keep your spine rounded, but reach your right arm out to the side without letting your spine rotate. And then inhale, bring it back as you flex over. Left arm goes out, exhale. And inhale. So just incorporating a little bit more shoulder work because of the band, also challenging that core stability. Exhale. And inhale. One more each side. Exhale, reach that arm wide and then bring it back. Last time, exhale, reach the other arm wide and then bring it back and sit up nice and tall. So now we're gonna go into the roll up. So you're gonna grab again from underneath the band, and again, the closer you grab towards your feet, the more assistance you'll get for the roll up, but we are adding a bicep and a tricep press. So adjust the band as you need to. We're gonna roll all the way down. Our feet are flexed to keep the band nice and secure. It's an inhale, we're gonna nod our chin, and as you exhale, I want you to start rolling up, do a bicep curl. So this is what's gonna help with that roll up. As you inhale, you're on top of your sit bones, and you're gonna press the band back, tricep extension. And then as you exhale, start coming back into your bicep curl, scoop to the abdominals, and roll all the way back down, breathing in. As you exhale, you roll up bicep curls. This helps to assist that roll up. Inhale, press the arms behind you. Exhale, come back to your bicep curl, reach through the heels, get through the low back, coming all the way back to your neutral. 3 more, inhale. As you exhale, bicep curl, come all the way, ribcage comes towards your pelvis. You're on top of your sit bones. Allow your knees to bend if you need to. And then as you exhale, bicep curl, get through that low back all the way back down to the mat. Last 2, breathing in. Exhale, nodding the head, coming all the way up on top of your sit bones. Maintain the roundness as you press the arms behind you. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to press the arm behind you. And then as you exhale, again, bicep curl helps to control that movement all the way down. And then finally onto the mat. Going into one leg circle. So let's take your left foot out of the band. You're gonna have the right foot in the band. And you're just gonna, again, cross it over just for security purposes, okay? Grabbing towards the end of your band. We're gonna keep the arms wide like we did in that lower end lift exercise just to get a little bit more upper back work. But if this doesn't feel good for you, you can always just bend your elbows and keep your arms by your side. So the leg in the band is long. The opposite leg could be bent or long by your side. Toe is pointed. So we're gonna inhale to cross the midline, and then as you exhale, circle it around. Inhale for half your circle, and exhale. We're trying to keep the pelvis and spine relatively stable. The band helps to take the weight of the leg a little bit, so you might be able to get a little bit more circumduction. Now let's reverse it. So you're gonna inhale and exhale. So this time the leg goes away from your midline first, circles it around. Keeping the shoulder girdle nice and stable, as well as that left leg. Trying not to let it roll in and out. Keep reaching it long. One more time. Inhale and exhale. So now we're going to uncross the band. Let's put our left foot in there. Cross the band back. And again, if you need to adjust the tension on the flex band, please do. Opposite leg now is bent or straight. Again, we're gonna cross our midline as you inhale, and then exhale to circle it around. Inhale, and exhale. Few more. Again, trying to make that circle as large as you can, but feeling the stability of that pelvis and spine, right? We wanna get that good circumduction, that nice movement through the hip, but not at the cost of stability. Let's reverse it. So now you're gonna reach the leg out and circle it around. Shoulder girdle is stable, right leg is staying still. Inhale and exhale, 2 more. Breathing in and out. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knee, uncross the band. You can grab underneath your leg and come all the way up to a sitting position. So now we're gonna go into spine twist, okay? So again, my legs are long, but if you need to, you can bend your knees up. You can grab something to sit on, just because I want your spine to be nice and long, right? So when we're starting this, we want it to be straight. If your hamstrings are tight, it might be pulling you here, and then you're not gonna have as much room for rotation or much availability as in rotation. Band is gonna be behind your back. We're just gonna reach the arms wide, right? So just nice and wide, just giving a little bit more input to the shoulder girdle, okay? So think about reaching into the band. You should feel the band around that upper back, so you feel the shoulder blades wrapping around that rib cage. So we're gonna inhale to stay here, keeping the arms nice and still. As you exhale, you're gonna rotate the rib cage for 3, 2, and 1 while the arms go with you, and then just come back. Shoulder girdle stay stable. Exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Try to keep the legs calm, right? So if you feel that one leg shortening as you rotate, you're taking the movement into your pelvis. We want to try to keep the pelvis and the legs still as we rotate at the rib cage. Inhale, think tall. Exhale, spiral up and around for 3. A little further, 2, and 1. Inhale, center. Exhale the other way, 3. Exhale, 2, and 1. Breathe in 1 more time. Each side, 3. Exhale, 2, and 1. Last time, inhale. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in and release. Going into rolling like a ball with the band. So you could, if you want more resistance, you could always double up on the band. I'm just gonna choke up on the ends of it. We're gonna be doing like a press, like a tricep press movement, okay? So choking up on the band, you're gonna roll off your sit bones. Remember, the spine stays rounded, rolling like the ball, the ball, right? Gaze stays focused on your kneecaps, because if your head lifts, then your spine tends to lengthen. So try to keep your gaze focused on your kneecaps. You're gonna roll off your sit bones and find your balance point. So my elbows are bent. I'm gonna keep my spine rounded. I'm gonna inhale to roll back to my mid-shoulder blades as I straighten my arms to the side. Then come back, balance as I bend my elbows. Exhale, reach the arms to the side, and then come up and balance. Inhale. As you exhale, try to keep that lumbar spine curved, using the abs like a brake to hold that balance. Inhale, and exhale 3 more times. Inhale, and out. Keep that shoulder girdle, not letting your shoulders hike up towards your ears. 1 more time. Exhale and release. Placing the feet down, put the band around your left foot. Going into single leg stretch. So again, kind of encasing your toes just to keep it nice and stable. I find that if it goes onto the arch, it tends to curl up and you don't have as good of a hold on it with your foot. Okay, so the band's over our left foot. We're gonna hold one end of the band in each hand. Going into single leg stretch. So imprint your spine, bring your right leg to tabletop. As you exhale, you're gonna lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So we're gonna alternate each leg. So I want you to inhale. As you exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale to bend the left leg. Exhale, extend the right. Inhale, bend. So extend the leg that's in the band, maintaining that lift of your shoulder. Now extend the one without the band and bend. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more like this and reach. 1 more set. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, stay, and then lower down. We're going to place the other foot in the band, and we're going to change our hand position. So if you do this again, you can opt for different arm positions. So this time, we're going to reach the arms up. So we're going to work the shoulder girdle a little bit more because my arms are being straight. So again, shoulder girdle is stable. My torso is flexed. I'm going to start with the band leg. Exhale, extend the leg in the band. Inhale, bend it. Exhale, reach the free leg and bend. Exhale, try to keep the shoulders still. Don't let your leg extending pull the arms. You want to work against the resistance of the band. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One more set. Exhale and inhale. Last time. Inhale, stay and lower down. Both feet are now in the band. And this time I'm going to cross it. Okay? So I'm going to go into obliques with bicep curl. So again, grabbing from underneath the band. Okay, so your thumbs are facing towards your head. You're going to start down, spines imprinted, breathing in. As you exhale, flex up and over to the right and do a bicep curl. And then inhale, lengthen down. Other side, exhale and inhale. Keeping the legs still. If you want more resistance for your bicep curl, you could always choke up on the band a little bit. Think about bringing your rib cage towards your opposite pelvis and then lengthen down. Rib cage to opposite hip and then lengthen down, maintaining that evenness on the pelvis as you rotate. Remember, it's rib cage movement, right? The obliques create that rotation and flexion of that rib cage. Exhale and inhale. One more time each side. Exhale and inhale. Last time. And inhale. So now let's uncross the band. Okay, going into double leg stretch. Arms are going to be up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to choke up on the band a little bit. Okay. So again, the closer you grab towards your feet, the more assistance you'll get for your core, but the harder it's going to be for your arms. So this is our start and end position, but I'm going to stay lifted here. So my head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. I'm going to inhale. As you exhale, extend the legs at a long diagonal as you reach your arms towards your ears, and then inhale, come back. Maintain that imprint. Keep the shoulder girdle off the mat. Try to stay lifted. Exhale, reach. So not lowering down, and then coming back up. Exhale, and inhale. Think about reaching the arms by your ears as you exhale. Exhale, last 3, and return. Exhale, 2. One more time. Exhale, inhale, stay. Exhale, lower down. Going into scissors. So we're going to cross the band over one foot. So I have it in my left foot. Both legs are going to be towards the ceiling, and I'm going to grab from underneath the band again. Okay, so my thumb is up. This is a little bit of a coordination thing, so I'm hoping I get it right. Okay, so both legs are up. I'm going to lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So when my leg goes down, I'm going to reach my arms towards the ceiling. When the leg and the band goes down, I'm going to reach my arms to the ceiling. When the other leg goes down, I'm going to bend my elbows just to keep the tension on the band. Okay, so when the leg and the band goes down, the arms reach up towards the ceiling, and then it comes back up, okay? So we're going to start both legs in the air. Breathe in. Exhale. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So we're going to inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to reach the band leg down. Exhale for 2. Inhale, switch, and exhale. Reach for 2, and switch. So your legs are switching as you inhale. The pulse is on the exhale. Last 2 sets like this. Last time. Both legs come up, lower down. Let's just put the right leg in the band, right? So we have to even ourselves off. The band is crossed, and I just choked up on the ends of the band. So remember, as the band leg goes down, my arms come up. Okay? Exhale. I don't know if I'm saying it for you or me, but I gotta remember too. All right. Lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So you breathe in. As you exhale, the band leg lowers as the arms reach towards the ceiling. Exhale for 2. Inhale, switch, and exhale. Reach for 2, and switch. Here's 4, and 4, last 3, and 3, 2, one more time. Both legs come up, and then we're gonna lower all the way down. Bend your knees, uncross the band. Going into shoulder bridge. So we're gonna place the band again right over our pelvis like we did for the warm-up with hip rolls, but instead of articulating up, we're gonna hinge at our hips. So again, you don't have to tighten it down so much because we are lifting the hips. So give yourself a little bit of slack because I want you to be able to maintain that good shoulder girdle stability as well when you lift the hips. Feet are down, evenly weighted, big toe, baby toe, and heel. Breathe in. As you exhale, connect through that core and lift the hips. Think about pressing into the band, but maintaining neutral, so it's not so far. We don't want to come into lumbar extension, just coming into that neutral hip position if you can get there. Inhale, stay, and then we're going to exhale to hinge back down. Breathing in, exhale, lift up. Keeping the shoulders down, keeping the arms down. Inhale, and then exhale, fold at the hips. One more like that, then we're going to add on. Inhale, exhale, pressing the hips into the band. Think about opening through the front of the hips. Breathe in to stay, and then exhale, coming back down. So now we're just going to go into the full. We're going to add a leg lower and lift. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up. Keep the feet hip distance apart, not moving them towards the center. You're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep the pelvis nice and square. Exhale, flex your foot, lower it down. Point and lift for 3. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Inhale, bend the knee. Place it down. Opposite leg comes up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Reach through your heel. Reach through your toes. Last time, lift, bend the knee. Place it down. We're going to do it again. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Reach. Going as low as you can, but maintain that neutral. Bend the knee. Come back down. Inhale, exhale. Allow that hip to open, but not at the compromise of your torso stability. And lift. Bend the knee. Come back down. One more set. Inhale, exhale, flex, and point. Last 2, and lift. One more time, and lift. Bend the knee. Check in. Make sure your hips are still lifted. Reach for 3, and lift. Here's 2. One more time. Bend the knee. Place it down. Inhale, and then exhale. Hinge at your hips to come back down. Going into obliques rollback. So grab underneath your knee. We're going to come up to a sitting position again. I'm going to just face forward. So we're going to bend the knees. Band is around the feet, just crisscross it, okay? So this time palms are down, and as you exhale, we're going to rotate. So give yourself a little slack, right? Because I want you to be able to do that full range of motion as we go back, okay? So we're sitting up tall. Knees are bent. Let's keep them hip distance apart. So as you rotate, check in, make sure that the knees aren't knocking in, okay? So breathe in. As you exhale, we're gonna go to my right first. You're gonna exhale, flex and rotate so you feel the back of that shoulder working, and then inhale to come back up. Exhale, scoop through the abdominals and reach the arm away, and then sit tall. Exhale, roll off your sit bones and reach. Come up and lengthen. Exhale. And inhale. 2 more each side. Exhale, scoop and rotate. Come up and lengthen. Exhale, roll back, keeping the legs parallel to each other. I'm checking in on myself too. I feel knocking in sometimes. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. I'm crossing the band. We're going to go into side leg lift series. So, I'm going to place the band on the top foot. And get around the toes. You can cross it if you want, okay? But we're going to keep the band on the ground, or we're going to keep our hand that has the band on the ground. So both legs are long. Bottom arm is bent. Check down on your body. Kind of make sure your legs are back. I don't want them forward, right? Because we're doing a top leg lift. So you want to make sure that that hip stays nice and neutral. Right, so with the band on the ground where it is, we're going to be resisting a little bit of abduction. If you want some assistance, you can put your hand on the hip, but now you've taken away some stability, okay? But it's a little bit of assistance coming back up, okay? So we're going to keep our hand down and work a little bit more resistance with the band. Think about drawing up on that bottom side, keeping your hips square and not letting your hip flex, not letting that foot come forward of your pelvis at this point, okay? So you're gonna point your foot, lift it up, flex, and then lower down. Point and lift, flex, and lower. Thinking about leading the movement up with the heel so you don't turn your leg laterally. So we really want to get into that outer thigh. If you don't feel like you're getting into it, you can always do like a little bit of a log roll forward just so gravity is directing itself right onto that glute medius, the one that we're trying to activate here. We're going to do a few more. Point and lift, flex and lower, last two, and lower one more time. Point and lift, and lower. So now let's bring it to a hover. We're going to just do a set of circles. So you're going to inhale and exhale. So going forward, up, back, and down. Think about tracing the outline of a dinner plate, but making that hip joint the center of the plate. So trying to balance the circle forward and back. So think about opening up through the hip. Now we're going to reverse it. Go back and up, forward and down. Inhale for half your circle and exhale. Keeping the neck long, we don't need to look down at our feet. They know what they're doing, right? Two more. Inhale and exhale last time. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Kind of shake it out a little bit. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Top foot is going to be in the band. Making sure it's nice and secure. Grab the hand with one hand. Going to make that the kickstand hand, right? So we're going to get a little bit of extra resistance for abduction. Okay, so my hand is down, bottom hand is cradling my head, my neck is long, I'm not looking down at my feet because I found that they're in a nice neutral position as far as my hips, so I want to maintain that now. So inhale, you're going to point your foot, lift it up, exhale, flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower. And thinking about leading the movement up with the heel, keeping the toes and knees facing forward. And again, if you feel that you're getting into that TFL, that muscle kind of towards the front of the hip, you want to just do a little log roll forward so we get a little bit better connection through that glute med, okay? That glute medius. Last three, and lower. Reach into the band. Always think about traction in your hips. So reach long and up, long and down. One more time. Point and lift. Flex and lower. So now going into those circles, you can just keep your foot pointed. You're going to go forward and up, and then open through the hip as you go back and down. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. Last two. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And now we're going to reverse it back and up, forward and down for 5. Keep the shoulder girdle stable and calm. Keep the neck reaching long. Last two. Inhale and exhale. Last time. And release. Whew. All right. Coming into spine stretch forward. So we're going to come into a seated position. I'm going to face this side here. So we're going to place the band again behind our back. Try to get it nice and wide so you just have more of that tactile input, okay? Arms are going to start long. So again, I have a little tension in the band just so it doesn't slip. Sitting up tall, again, if you need to bend your knees because I don't want you to start flexed, okay? So breathe in, think tall thoughts, and as you exhale, you're going to nod your chin and start rounding forward as if you're rounding off an imaginary wall behind you. And as you do so, reach your arms so they come parallel to your thighs or to your legs. Inhale to stay. And then as you exhale, think about placing that spine back on that imaginary wall, allowing your hands to come back down towards your shins. Inhale. Exhale. Rounding up and over your thighs, reaching your arms so they're parallel to your legs on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. Think about drawing up on that pelvic floor a little bit. Feel the abdominals lifting as you stack your spine up nice and tall. One more time. Breathing in, nod your chin. Exhale. Glide your hands down your shins and then allow them to come up. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, scoop through the abdominals and stack your spine bottom to top. All right, going into swimming prep. We're almost there. We've got 3 more exercises to do. So swim prep, we're going to do this on our hands and knees, and we're going to use the band around one of the feet. So you're going to step on the band. This is the way I found is easiest to get into, okay? Kind of choke, so the band's around the ball of your foot. Again, choke up onto it a little bit, and then place that knee down. So now I have a band on the outside, and I have one in the middle of my leg. Hold onto the tension. Okay, give yourself a little bit more slack, and then you're gonna come into your hands and knees position, okay? So my left foot is in the band, and I'm gonna reach my left foot long away from me as I reach my right arm. So the band's gonna be forming a diagonal across my body. So spine is stable. Think about that shoulder girdle stability, breathe in. As you exhale, reach your arm and leg away from each other. So think about reaching your fingertips away from your toes, really stretching through that band, and then just coming back down. We're doing the same side. Exhale, reach, and inhale, like your pointer dog. Think about reaching your hands and feet to the other side of the room, not necessarily towards the ceiling, because we want to keep the spine stable. And return 2 more times. Don't forget about that left shoulder. We got to keep that shoulder blade stable. So think about pressing your body away from that hand. Don't let your body sink into the resistance here. 1 more time. Exhale. And inhale. All right. So now we're going to switch sides. You're placing now the opposite foot. So my right foot is going in. So I'm going to choke up a bit. Okay. Make sure it's secure around my foot. I'm going to give myself a little bit more slack. All right, hands are underneath my shoulders. Core is engaged, neck is reaching long. So now my right foot and my left hand are going to be reaching. Breathing in. Exhale. Reach the right foot and the left hand away from each other, and then bring it back. Same side. So again, don't forget about that shoulder girdle stability on your right. So keep thinking about pushing away from that right hand as that left arm and right leg extend. 3 more. Exhale. And inhale. Last 2. And return, holding that core position. Last time. And return. All right, so now going into leg pull front. We're going to place the band around our upper back to just give us a little bit more work again through the shoulder girdle. Okay? So you want to choke up a little bit on it. All right, from here, we're going to come into our plank position. So think about that good shoulder girdle stability. Engage your core and then lift your knees. So now I'm in a nice plank. Inhale, lift one leg up. As you exhale, shift back, point that foot, shift forward, and then place it down. Opposite leg lifts. Breathe in, shift back, moving at the ankle, forward and down. Lift through the hip, shift back, shift forward, folding at that big toe, and down. Lift, shift back, moving at the ankle, and lower. 1 more time each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time. Long spine, and down onto your knees, and give yourself a little break. Roll those shoulders out. Last one. We're going to do 2 sets of push-ups. Okay, we're going to keep the band the same. All right, so shoulder girdle stability. Engage your core, and then extend the legs up. So hands are as wide as you need them to accommodate your shoulder girdle. We're going to bend the elbows 3 times. 3, go lower, lower, lowest, and press into the band. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and press. 1 more time. 3, 2, 1, and press onto your knees. Give yourself a little break. Roll the shoulders out. We've got 1 more set. All right, here we go. Engage the core. Extend the legs. Here we go. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and press. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, press. 1 more time. You've got this. 3, 2, 1, press. Come onto your knees. You can release the band. Roll your shoulders. Let's just take a seat. Do a little bit of breathing. You're going to inhale and exhale. Just reach to the side. Inhale and out. Breathing in. Exhale up and over. Inhale, lengthen and down. We're going to add a little rotation. So exhale, just kind of rotate, kind of square your shoulders towards the floor. Come back up to your side and down. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend and rotate. Come back up and down. Both arms lift up. Breathe in. And you're done.
Great job. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again.